Hi guys, Dan Cohan here with Ethan King, YouTuber, TikTok, wholesaler, and soon-to-be real estate investor. I'm going to be just riffing, talking about lots of stuff, real estate, business related, and hopefully bring you guys a lot of value in the process. Let's get right into it. So Ethan, why, you talked to me a little bit the other day about, buying a place, like BRRRRing it, or where are you in that process, and kind of what is your, reasons to do that, or what's in your way, or what are your, roadblocks, or stuff like that, kind of let me into your head.
All right, well, I was talking to both you guys about the loan.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
It is.
Because I don't,
especially being self-employed, it makes it way harder.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've been doing the lawn care thing for 2 years. First year I didn't file taxes. Filed taxes this year, right? And then now I've closed 2 wholesale deals, right? So it's I have money, but it's it's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting that loan, which is the hard part. But why I want to do it, move out of my parents' house. Number 2 is just real estate is the goal for everybody. I kind of feel wants to build wealth, and it's if you can have someone cover your mortgage and you can just build equity like a monster without even having to take anything out of pocket every month. It's
great.
Yeah, that's a win-win. Why would you not want to do that? You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And guys, I thought that's one, we talk about the entrepreneur thing, but that's one thing they don't tell you if you want to buy properties. It's really easy if you have a W-2 job. If you have a consistent paycheck and you've worked there for a month, you can qualify for a loan. But if you're running your own business, or
you have to start getting really sophisticated, searching around for a lot of different options, going to local banks, trying to
creative,
talking to people that do hard money and stuff, all sorts of creative options. That's kind of what you're limited to.
But they're more expensive usually, and the other, it's counterintuitive, but when you're running your own business, you want to write off everything and not have any income.
Yeah, but then you get screwed.
Yeah, because you can't qualify for anything from the bank, because they're you don't make any money.
Yeah.
When you do make money, it's just that you just wrote everything off. So there's definitely some value when you get into it.
It's one of the biggest hindrances when you're starting out is just especially for people that are self-employed again, it's just do I write this off, but then I won't qualify next year?
Exactly.
I think that's kind of where I'm at. The more I write off, the less I'm going to be able to qualify for, less properties I can purchase. Now, really, once you get that first property, it's just up from there. You can really scale up quick.
Yeah. Shoot. So I guess I'll give you the whole story. How I got started in all this. High school, had jobs, worked at a car wash, worked at Wendy's or whatever, right? And I was just kind of screw this, right? I'm just kind of looking for someone else. Right, and then I saw a Gary Vee video, Flip Life, he always talks about garage sailing. So I started selling stuff around my house, and then I would go to thrift stores and buy shoes. I actually got these shoes from a thrift store.
Thrift store, great.
Right, and then I would flip stuff, I flipped a microwave before and things like that. And then I just I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would. And then I started the landscaping thing up because I had money, right? And I did that for 2 years, and then I was I really don't even like this that much. So then I started posting TikToks, which has been huge. I saw Gary Vee talking about it. Gary Vee for me is a huge role model.
Yeah.
I guess just dude, he's just the king of personal branding on the internet. He just he gives the blueprint away for free. Honestly, and I just did exactly what he said to do, which is just post on TikTok like crazy. Right, I had this video blow up about me documenting my process in wholesaling, because at the time wholesaling was trending on TikTok. There's all these kids talking about how they're making a shit ton of money, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 check, and I really didn't even have to do anything, right? There's a whole bunch of people making it look so easy. I'm bro, what the hell?
You gotta get into this.
Yeah, man, that's why I started documenting myself doing that. And I was telling him how I kind of blew up on TikTok. It was that TikTok that blew me up. I probably had 1,500 followers at the time. And then at the end of that day, I had 10,000. I was just holy shit.
Wow.
That's great.
Shit, I was just what the hell? This is real. So then I just kind of kept going hard with that, kept documenting myself. The reason why I did the whole documenting thing is because everyone's flashy on the internet with entrepreneurship and business. right? Like, and I just felt like there was such a market fit for someone to go in there to just document, right? Like, I feel like there's room for so many more people besides me because I feel like
it's a huge niche.
You've done it the right way, which is you've built the audience so that you can convert those people into money or into
right, like whatever monetary
influence
thing you
or
want.
whatever. You know,
Yeah.
but it's difficult to go the other way. You know,
Right.
like when you have nothing and nobody to talk
It's the
to.
best thing you can do now. Start now. Just build an audience.
Yeah. Like regardless of if you have anything to sell them or not, or any way to monetize them or not, you know, like build it first and then
Having influence is like one of the most important currencies in the world. Like, I think having people's attention probably is the most important currency in the world. Right, like, honestly.
Definitely.
Just so
I mean, because like
right
down the road, you can leverage your audience to achieve your goals.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Like, you know, if Daniel builds an audience, say down the road, he could start like a syndication or like a trust fund or something, like some kind of fund to help
plan.
You know,
help real estate deals from social
help
media.
his acquisitions, you know, something like that. Or you know, he's got affiliate links. He's got all these different like cross collaborations that help him achieve his goals.
And you know, you got to give out value to get to buy that attention.
Right.
You know, but like once you have it, then it's like anything you do can become infinitely more successful because there's people there to consume it.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, dude, we live in a world where attention runs the world. Honestly, is kind of how I see it.
It does.
Exactly. Well, because once you build that audience, well, then you build some like credibility. And so it's like at that point you can sell or monetize whatever it is that you want to monetize. Like say down the road you wanted to start, you know, create a course. You can sell a course, right? Imagination's endless.
Right, like you can monetize in so many different ways, but that's actually something I talk about on my account is like so many people like quote unquote like sell out, like or monetize like way too quick when I feel like the most important currency that you can get, like once you have the currency of attention, is the currency of trust. Right, because it's like no one's gonna buy something from someone like that they don't trust. Right. It's like if you come out the gate like salesman selling stuff.
I think that kind of comes with like if you're selling the right stuff and you're only selling what you believe in, then you know everything good is gonna come. You know, like as long as like it's something that you use yourself and you follow these same principles, you know, there's no problem.
Same, I definitely agree. But like, I think the best marketing strategy for like me, like, and I keep quoting Gary Vaynerchuk just because I truly believe he's the most successful. Dude, he is the internet marketer. Like that guy will be in history books for like known as the internet marketer and the king of personal branding. Right, like, and his whole thing is just give it away for free. Like, I'd be like caring about people and just like helping people. Most overlooked marketing strategy ever.
It's helped him build a massive audience.
Right, exactly. So it's like, shit, like my thing is like, shit, like I'm gonna do it all for free pretty much. Like I might do some affiliate links or something like that, but like, shit, like kind of how you said with the syndication, like in 3, 5, 7 years, like I want to start raising money and buying apartment buildings, right? Things like that in my social media.
Yeah, you'll make more money doing that than
anything else.
And that's the long game.
Right, exactly. Like, and that's why I'm like so passionate about like TikTok. As douchey as it sounds, like being passionate about TikTok, like I'm just passionate about
like helping others.
Yes, like helping others. But like honestly, like when I have people DM me and they're like, bro, like you inspire me, that like is like so much more fulfilling than like me closing a $10,000 deal or something like that. Like that just like feels so much better.
Right. What I'm
saying?
Right.
Because you get to help people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's so satisfying. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Right, like, and I said this already, like, I don't know if you're here, Austin, but like, that's why I think documenting is the way to go for sure, because it's like, you don't need to have it all figured out. Right, like, imagine if you saw Grant Cardone documenting himself when he was 19 years old. He would be 10x what he is right now.
Right,
you know?
right. Well, I think the best thing that you can do, and this has kind of been like my motto or my wherever I kind of live off, is fail forward. You know, get into something and then figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out for sure.
You know, it's scary up front, but if you put yourself in the position to either sink or swim, 99% of the time you're gonna swim. You know, you face the beast like you know face to face, and then it's like, I can do this. I think that's really the best thing that anybody out there can do is just dive into it and figure it out.
Take action.
Hardest part is getting started, bro. Have you guys heard the Donis brothers before?
I did. I actually came across them. I think they were posted in one of the investor groups a while back. That's how I found it.
There's something else. Those kids inspire me, bro. Like, what? These kids are in their early 20s, just turned 20, and they just bought a 100-unit apartment, baby.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if they just have a little bit of equity, it's like,
Still.
yeah.
I mean, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we want to do. Is like, I mean, but it's hard to go to that table when you're like my dad is like he's invested in like cargo capital and the syndication.
You have to prove the credibility for people to invest.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's your, and that's the good thing about leveraging an audience is, you know, you build that credibility and then people are willing to invest. You know, but you have to have like a clear cut like breakdown of everything.
Plan.
You know, like a pro forma. You know, everything that's, you know, written down. What's the preferred return, or what's going to happen after the preferred return? You know, how's all the profit going to be split?
Yeah, those kids literally just work on the phone all day.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, like with wholesaling and then just like networking with investors, like they probably just are on the phone all day talking to somebody.
It is just all outreach. It's just outreach.
Yeah.
Outreach all the time.
Network.
What's like the limiting factor for you? What's holding you back from doing more deals?
Bro, honestly, I'm not nearly as consistent as I should be, and I also but kind of like you said, like I feel like I suck on the phone sometimes too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm trying to think. Like right now, like I'm at a point where like I don't know if I want to continue to do this by myself because like I've proved to myself that it works, right? But like I also like feel like I should go work for someone, right? Like and like learn how to do the marketing the right way, learn how to like close the right way, like and all these things. So like I'm just kind of like at a point where it's like which way do I go? You know?
Yeah.
Right now.
Like I was kind of like I was a different path, but similar.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to learn a skill.
Mm-hmm.
Do I do it on my own? Do I do it with somebody else? And like
learn a lot quicker than someone else.
Exactly. Like you hit it on the head. Like and they're gonna
might do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with. I mean, you can go either direction.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I would do is like I would probably stay on your own, but try to leverage other people's their systems and leverage other people's success. So maybe you go and buy a course from like an accredited wholesaler, somebody that's been doing it a while.
Those are two ways to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, even that way. I mean, like we have obviously we've taken two different paths. You know, he's like Austin's gone from college to like. I mean, you partnered with, you know.
Yeah.
So he has a mentor.
You drop out of school, right?
I did.
I mean, but he had a mentor that kind of got him into it. So he was not working for somebody, but working with somebody that trained him. You know how to do everything. But like I was gonna do like my own like social media marketing agency. Like that was my original plan. And like this business was just like the vehicle to learn that skill. Mm-hmm. And then I just realized I was like I don't like being alone. Like I'm like socialite. Like I just like being around people. And I realized
that I get really lonely.
Yeah. Honestly. And I like realized that like I had like a come to Jesus moment. I was like, if I go out and do this, like I'm gonna just be depressed. And like because I'm just like there's just nobody, you know, there's just nobody's doing this stuff like 18 years old around me. Like I don't have any friends, you know, that like at the time and that was anywhere, you know, there's obviously people online and stuff, but it's not the same.
It's not,
you know. And like
that's why it's nice to have people like this.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. We can hang out all the time.
Yeah, because it's like a rare commodity nowadays.
Exactly.
Actually, so like surrounding yourself with like similar people, game changer.
Oh yeah.
Such a cheat code that so many people sleep on. Like you are who you surround yourself with.
No, I mean like me and him, like I mean honestly, like I had like no friends for like I had one good friend, but like for like first like from like 2018 to like 2020. I mean like I had a couple friends, but they weren't in the business space. Really good friends, but like
acquaintances.
Well, they're friends, but they're not like they're good friends, but just like you know,
like to hang out.
Yeah,
like,
like they're just on different paths. You know, like it's nothing wrong with it. It's just like we're just not. And then like you know, like Austin and I are the same age. We went to school together, but we weren't really like friends. I mean, like we knew each other.
We played baseball together when we were like really little.
You know,
and we kind of, you know,
we had
like one of his best friends I was friends with, and we started hanging out over the summer.
Yeah.
And we just kind of like reconnected and hit it off.
And he was like, he's in school, you know, like this is stupid. And
that's usually how it goes. It's usually the people that you don't expect. For example, like my one fashion designer friend, he was like my best friend in elementary school, and then like he went to a different middle school and high school, and like we stopped linking up. he like started selling clothes, and I just went and bought a hoodie from him one day, like just to support him, right, and see how he was doing, and then it's like we just clicked like that. Like with my one friend Seth, it's like we weren't friends at all in high school, like at all. Like, and then he saw what I was doing on TikTok, and like he's like a really hungry, ambitious person. I like, and he was just like, dude, like I want to do this. And I was like, all right, let's do it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like through my friend Corey, who's a fashion designer, like I met his friend Nick, right? Like, and it's just like, I feel like that's how it works. It's usually the people that you don't expect it to be that you hit it off with really well. Right, like, and that you build with together is kind of what I've noticed, at least in my life. I mean, everybody's like different.
Oh yeah,
right?
100%. I mean, we hang out like every night. You know,
Yeah.
like, we just go work. You know,
Exactly.
like before this, it was like we were always looking for like the side hustle or something to like do, or like video games or something. Like that was but now it's just like it's more fun
Like
to just work together on stuff.
You are your environment.
Yeah,
Like, going back
100%.
to that, like you are your environment. If you surround yourself with good people, you know, you're gonna do good things.
Yeah.
100%, bro. That's a cheat code of life, and it's like a very cliche thing to say, but it's just
So true.
so
So
true.
And all the cheat codes are all the simple
Simple things that no one wants to
nobody
actually
wants
own
to
up
do.
and do.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Like the secret is like effort.
Literally,
Like, it's like just do the work. And no, of course there's like leverage and smarter ways to do
There are like
things, but, like,
easier ways of doing things. So, like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like to
You gotta
be
put
like
in the
successful,
effort.
it takes hard work.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you just
There's
have
no
to.
silver bullet
No.
that gets you there.
There isn't.
Yeah.
TikTok's a silver bullet, actually. Besides that.
Yeah,
a little bit,
Besides,
a little
well,
bit.
You gotta pull out your phone and make a video. You know, like, you have to
True.
use the tool. You know, you still have to swing the hammer.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I feel like people should just play it more risky, in my opinion.
Yeah. The
Right.
best thing you can do is play it risky while you're young, because there's not
Yeah.
much to lose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I think the reason I kind of took the jump and like doing some of the stuff that I'm doing is like, I mean, you know, what's rock bottom? Like I have to go get a job and
Live with my
just
parents.
make
Yeah.
ends meet for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like
Exactly.
it doesn't take that. It doesn't cost that much money just to live.
Exactly.
Your necessities,
yes.
you know, get a cheap apartment, food, you know, like a small car payment. You know, there's not a ton. You know, your downside risk is very limited while you're young.
Yeah, because we don't have.
You don't have a
kids,
family to support.
wife, things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Dude, kids mess
Bills.
people up for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like,
No, that's one of my main driving forces is like I got a girlfriend, you know, and like she's my rough plan is like she's in college and like she'll graduate in like 3 or 4 years and like I want to build like have the tens of thousands in passive income like built, you know, by the time like I marry her and like we have a family, because like then it's like all of your like basic needs are taken care of.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if I live or die or get out of bed. Like,
Exactly,
there still will
yes.
be money, you know. And it's like, and then it's like you can just do. You have the freedom to just do like
To
anything
play it
else.
risky
Yeah, to play
even
risky.
more.
Yeah, because like right now I can just like the same thing. You know, like my parents just live up the street. Like if it all fell apart, you know, it's like it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah,
like I live
exactly.
for like $1,000 a month. You know, like
Yeah.
my expenses are like nothing. You know, like I can live off a McDonald's wage. You know, like
Right.
so it's like there's nowhere but up really.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's very true.
And so I'm just like, that's why I'm just like max leverage, like buy more places now, you know, because like the faster you can get that cash flow, the faster you get the equity pay down,
Yeah.
like the more money you'll exponentially and compoundly make, you know, the faster you can get into the game.
Mhm.
Like I mean, like you think about it, like people work for 30 years, get a retirement, you know, like a $4,000 a month retirement.
Mhm.
It's like if I just do nothing but like own this duplex for the next 30 years,
You're fine.
I don't know, just when you finally like wrap your head around it and take action, then it's like
Mhm.
once you start seeing the results, then it's just like it's easy.
Hardest part's getting started for
Yeah.
sure. Within.
It's I don't know. It doesn't feel risky anymore because I guess you have understanding. So
Yeah.
it's not
You know,
just
once
like-
you understand something, you don't really
it's
feel
not
the
like- I don't-
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we got.
And I
this
think that's something like doing your assumptions up front reduces your risk exponentially. You know, like if you understand your investment and know what you're investing in, you can make certain assumptions about it. That's going to drastically reduce your
Well,
risk.
but they're not even like assumptions. They're like
Well, they're assumptions. Like
To
you're,
an
you're
extent,
assuming,
but-
well, I think this is going to rent for this. I think the repairs are going to be this.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna. And now again, I don't really make assumptions for what it's going to appreciate. But
Yeah, we
it's
don't
kind of
worry
like,
about that.
like when I evaluate a deal, I look at cash flow. I look at cash flow day one because if appreciation goes up, great. That's great because I'm building equity.
Yeah.
If it goes down, oh, so be it. I'm still making the mortgage payment.
Yeah. Like,
You know, like that's my main focus. My main focus, like I don't even think about appreciation.
no, it's just,
You know, it's like these properties. If you buy all these properties and just break even, like they don't go up in value, but you're getting rent every month, and you're paying your expenses and just holding on to it forever, you're still getting at least like 20% returns without appreciation.
Without appreciation. And appreciation is like you just hold on to it and it will go up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like hold on to something for 30 years, it will go up.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
just isn't that.
Yeah.
You know, over a long enough time.
Mhm.
I mean, I just like they're not really like it's like educated, like I guess you
Yeah,
could call it
they're-
assumptions, but it's all based on like
They're educated
comps
assumptions.
and you know
Yeah.
the what is going on in reality. You know, it's
Mhm.
like I sleep fine at night. You know, like it's like go under contract. Like we ran the numbers like 17 different times. Like okay. You know, like even if it sucks, like even if we don't do what we want, like it still works. You know, like and then it's like okay, well it's not risky. There's no
Mhm.
risk because it's like it'll work. You know,
Right.
like, the number work.
Exactly.
The number work. That's all that needs to work.
Facts and risk is arbitrary.
It is. Like if you don't know anything
Exactly.
and you make stupid decisions because you're ignorant, then it's risky. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like and like everybody has a different risk tolerance as well.
I was just gonna say that
Yeah.
everybody has a different risk tolerance. I think like once you get into things, you'll kind of evaluate and figure out what your risk tolerance is.
Facts.
Because like even like every house there is some risk.
Sure.
The more riskier you are, the more returns you can make.
Yup.
You know, I think like you know when we're hanging out with like when we got to meet Troy,
Yeah.
he does some pretty risky
Yeah, I mean,
stuff,
he's like
but it's
down
because
in-
he knows a
I
lot.
didn't meet that guy.
He
really
knows
cool.
a lot. You know, it's
Yeah.
like he's built up this library of stuff just from dealing with experiences,
Yeah.
going through a lot of different situations and just building that library.
Well, thank you guys for having me. out
Absolutely,
here.
dude.
For sure.
So
Thank you so much. Like I really just appreciate the opportunity. Actually, like just to meet you guys.
100%
Too as well. Like it's
Dope.
dope.
It is
Yeah,
dope,
no,
yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So Ethan, where can people find you if they want to check you out?
You can find me on all platforms at Ethan McNext. And you can find me on YouTube at Ethan King.
Guys, if you want to check him out, go ahead and look at the links in the description. I'll put all of his social medias down there, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, so you can go follow and subscribe to him.
Start posting on TikTok. Like I promise you, like that is the best opportunity in the world right now.
Yeah. There's enough pie for everybody to eat.
Literally, as cliche as it sounds, you will be thanking yourself in 10 years if you post TikToks. Done.
Now.
Go do it.
Guys, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, like, and we will see you in the next chapter.